Hey guys, enjoying Batman Arkham Knight? I hope you are. However, for the PC gamers, they're a little screwed to the port they have. The PC port of Batman Arkham Knight is facing significant problems across the charts, and I'm going to tell you right now the top 3 issues that PC gamers are facing. First one is that it's locked to 30 frames per second. That's not 100% an issue, but it is annoying for some. If you have the PC capable of running in more than 30 frames, why not? Games look unusually much more smoother to run 60 frames per second. I mean, if you know it, you should know. 60 frames per second is better than 30 frames per second, but there's reasons to it. There's more frames per second, which allows to run much more smoothly. And if you have the PC to be able to run for 60 frames per second, that's fine. The issue here is not having the option. The option is that Rocksteady has kept it locked to 30 frames per second. This is annoying for many. However, you can see why developers like to keep it 30 frames per second, because it allows it for, no matter what specs you have, keep it smooth throughout the whole thing. However, people have found that there has been noticeable frame rate lost or reduction throughout their gameplay. Most noticeably when you enter the Batmobile. During those sequence, people have faced unusually huge frame rate losses to the point where the game stutters or, freezes. And this goes to my second issue, sudden frame rate loss. This occurs for many during the Batmobile mechanics, and when the game changes the Batman's perspective to his side. During those, conversations with other players like Alfred, this frame rate suddenly starts to drop dramatically for no reason. And it becomes more noticeable when gamers try to unlock the 30 frames per second by changing the .in files. And throughout the game, it will run a great 60 frames per second. However, when it goes to the Batmobile mechanics, it will drop dramatically to 30, even 10 frames per second. And even with the lock in place, many gamers are facing sub 10 frames per second on these Batmobiles. This is crazy that a game faces such huge frame rate loss, especially a game that supposedly is completed. Now the third issue is low-res textures. Batman looks great, the Batmobile looks great, and all main characters like Harley and everyone else looks great. However, if you look deep, and you don't have to look that deep, the signs, the buildings, some of them look lackluster, horrible to the eye. The textures does not agree with most games, and even enemies are looking really horrible looking. It's almost weird that they paid so much attention to the main characters, yet they didn't give the same treatment to enemies. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you want to make your main character look nice. Batman has to look fine, but I mean, at least make the enemies look okay to, compare to Batman. But these low-res textures, they're not great. They're horrible looking. And I don't know why they miss something like this. So, when the signs are like barely noticeable and readable. It's horrible. Now, right now, because of all these PC issues, the console version is the most stable version right now. The PS4 is having, what I'm hearing, no issues, and Xbox One as well. There's no sudden frame rate loss like the PC, and everything else is running smoothly. And aside from these issues, the game is great. I'm hearing positive reviews across the board. Critics are raving it, getting 90, 91 across the board, 5 out of 5. Great game. However, because of this PC issue, the PC community feels outraged towards Rocksteady for porting such a horrible game. For doing such a bad porting job. And I don't know why they did so badly on this game. I mean, these frame rates are ridiculous. Someone should have seen this. And I'm surprised they haven't acknowledged it before the sudden outcry. Rocksteady has notified this issue. As they posted their forums, we're aware that some issues are reporting performance issues with the PC version of Batman Arkham Knight. This is something that Rocksteady takes very seriously. We're working closely with the external PC development partners to make sure these issues get resolved as quickly as possible. We'll update this thread when we get more information to share. So they do acknowledge the performance issues with the PC, and at least that's something, right? But at the moment, the PC port is horrible. And it's a shame that the PC gamers are, left with this. There's really no issue to fix this. Instead, hope your copy is not the one that's tainted with these issues. And it's not even your copy's fault. It could be not even your PC's at fault either. It's just a bad port. Hopefully, Rocksteady will quickly resolve these issues with a quick patch. And hopefully, PC gamers will be able to enjoy the great game that Batman Arkham Knight is. If you're facing any of these issues, please comment and tell me. I'll keep you guys updated with what's going on with the thread, and hopefully we'll hear more updates from Rocksteady. Also, if you have the console version, there is a day one patch about 3 or 4 gigabytes for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and I believe PC as well. So there is a day one patch, although there is no patch right now to resolve these PC issues. And like I said, hopefully we hear more from Rocksteady, but at the moment there's no solution to these problems. I'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully you'll be on your way to play Batman Arkham Knight soon enough. Thanks for listening. See ya.